What up, y'all? Another episode of the Weekend High Podcast. This your boy KZ. I got my man CT, my man Swag this week. It's been crazy, man. We are back at you again. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to catch us on Spotify. We are on Spotify now and Amazon Music. We're also on Deezer. I'm trying to think. It's like 5 other ones we're on, and iTunes is coming this week. So be on the lookout for us. Download us, while you're working. Listen to us talk shit while you're working and talk about current events and things that's going on with our high comedy style that we have. But anyway, thank you guys for being back here with us. And I'm gonna let my man Swag take over right now with the sports. We're gonna shoot right into it. Swag, go ahead, man. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna keep this broadcast going. Technical difficulties, but he gonna get y'all started. We're gonna get started on the sports. I heard that it was a big fight
Okay.
this.
Yeah, it's a huge fight, man. Um, Tank, Javante Tank Davis had a heavyweight match in which he knocked out Morales in the 6th round. He is Floyd Mayweather's protege, and he is coming up much under that school and seems to be of a similar ilk. But I've seen people reach out and touch him before, but he got a nice hard iron chin too. You know what I mean?
That's
Oh
what's
yeah,
up.
oh yeah. What you think about that fight? See, because a lot, all he dude been talking hella mess. You know what I'm saying? The little, I don't know what the hell he is. That's his dad is cute. I know his
Latin
dad is cute, and
American.
I think his mom is black. You know what I'm saying? I think his mother is a sister. And because when you look at the early pictures, you know what I'm saying, she definitely looked like a sister. You know what I'm saying? I don't think because his mom was already over here. She ain't Cuban, so but I just didn't like, all that, how it is, in boxing, it's a lot of bravado, a lot of shit talking. But Tank, man, you gotta let it speak for itself, man. He came in there with them things and put dude down.
Yeah, Romero was talking big shit, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely he was. I'm glad the Tank got the victory, and now he's off of Mayweather's promotion. Now he's on his own, so that was like almost like a rapper having a last album. Let me get y'all this last album. Let me get these last
Like
CDs before I leave.
last album
Right,
with TDE.
because Rolly is on Mayweather Productions, and Rolly Romero is so. You know,
Yeah.
it's not looking too good for Floyd Mayweather's promotions when your number one boxer is about to leave. So, but I don't think it's a bad thing. Mayweather got that cachet, so he'll get other people here. Let me show y'all. Like I
Yeah.
say, I am under the weather, y'all. So you see me sick, but I want y'all to make sure y'all get that Stay On Code T-shirt. Stay On Code. Make sure you get that bad boy. The link will be in the description box. We got 3 new shirts coming out. So make sure y'all grab that. They ranging from $19.99 to $20.99. So make sure you grab your Stay On Code T-shirt and your Juneteenth T-shirt and your reparations T-shirt. So we'll have that description and links in the box below. But yeah, man. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. So, but
Keep it
yeah,
bugs, man.
I think Tank, yeah, he did his thing, man. Dude talk a lot of mess. Dude said he had a big ass head. He got pterodactyl arms and stuff. So he was talking big.
Oh, that's what
Yeah,
that press conference was for him. That dude was, oh man, yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
He was saying like, man, how can I miss your big ass head and all this stuff? I mean, dude has some boxing skills. It's just that what I'm saying, he's not a. I think he's a brawler. I think Tank was more refined. You know what I'm saying? Like Tank used
Yeah,
to be in the
man.
ring kind of wild, but he's a boxer. Like a lot of people think he's just a knockout artist and all.
Yeah.
Dude is
who,
definitely
who,
developed. And then
Uh,
remember his
a boxer
trainer.
who could punch, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And his trainer is, if you watch The Wire, his trainer Calvin Ford is Cuddy. The real
Yeah.
life character Cuddy off The Wire is his actual trainer. So that's kind of dope that, what I'm saying? That Cuddy, because remember in the show, he was a boxing trainer and
Yeah.
everything too.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a press. So Calvin Ford, shout out to Mr. Ford, doing his thing. But yeah, that's the real life Cuddy. A lot of people don't know that. That's the real life Cuddy is his trainer. So shout out to Javante Davis, Tank Davis. I got money on him again. I wish I could have bet on him, but the state I'm in, we can't do no bets, only fantasy. So I couldn't take advantage because I would have, well, you pretty much wouldn't have won too much, I guess. Unless a lot of people was riding on Rolly. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
And dude, the post conference was funny because dude was like, well, I outboxed him 5 rounds. He just caught me with a good one. That's boxing, motherfucker. It don't matter how many rounds your ass did good. If I knock you the fuck out, that's game over. You could win. It could be 12 rounds. You could win all 11. If I knock your ass out in the 11th, that's a wrap. It don't matter what you did all them 11 rounds. Your ass, if I put you on the mat, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So, I just hate people make excuses when they lose. You're supposed to be humble, even in lose. You're supposed to be like, man, I respect dude. Hey, he caught me. You know what I'm saying? I ran right into it, and he caught me, and he set up, and you can see he set him up for that left hand. He baited me in. And bop! That was crazy. Oh, actually, let's see. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm slacking today, man.
That press conference, though, that was funny as hell.
Yeah, let's see. There he is, right there in the ring, right there. I'm sorry. Legs wobbly as hell. That motherfucker was drunk. I'm sorry. I got the curse. I'm sorry. Probably, but he was drunk. Them legs was wobbly. He drank a whole bottle of Hennessy or something, man. He couldn't stand up because a lot of people say, "Oh, the ref was wrong for stopping the fight." I don't think the ref was wrong for stopping the fight.
No, not the way he looked at that snapshot. Definitely,
if he would have kept going. He could have. The dude, dude could, everybody ain't trying to be like, the Muhammad Ali and George Foreman days where they got CTE and all that stuff. So the refs was like, nah, dude. You could see it. He couldn't even really stand up. You saw it. Like, he kept, he was wobbly, dude. So, yeah, that's a wrap. But moving right along, man, we're going to stay on sports a minute, man. We're doing something different this week. We'll hit y'all with sports before we get into the serious talk. The man Cap is back in the news, man. Heard he had a trial for the Raiders. Swag, enlighten us.
Yeah, man, he did a good job. He was impressive, so the coaches say. Still don't know if he's going to get the backup job, though. They just, they still got David Carr on the roster, but still, man, for him to go in there and get in there and earn even as a backup, you one play, one bad injury from a job. You know what I mean?
Right.
So shouts out to Colin Kaepernick, man. That's a good thing.
Man.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, man, that's a good thing that something they gave him a tryout, because that's all he really was asking for was a tryout.
Yeah, and then the thing is, he's been on the Raiders' radar for a while, but John Gruden wouldn't do it. And then so they brought in a new coach, and they're like, we always thinking about having Kaepernick for a backup. Well, Josh McDaniel from New England, he like, shit, run it,
Right,
exactly. And just like when the Steelers, Mike Tyson said, oh, Brian Flores ain't got a job, call that guy, call that brother. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I think also Gruden probably was worried because remember, he was going through his own. He was sending racist ass emails and shit. So he probably was like, damn, if I get Kaepernick in, this could be bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sending racist ass emails, talking all kinds of stuff.
I can't afford the pub.
Right. It's like, damn, But yeah, I'm glad he got a tryout.
Keep having a flu pod. This a flu game.
Oh yeah, this the flu game pod. Hold me, niggas, hold me like this.
Hold on,
flu game. Oh man, hey man. Speaking and now moving on to other sports, your boy Tim Anderson last week. Remember, he was in the news. Big Tim from the White Sox, my favorite baseball team. I do watch a little baseball. We grew up close to Chicago, so I'm a South Side Sox fan. But Tim Anderson, it was a dude. Let me get to that story. It was a dude on the I want to say he's the second or third baseman on the Yankees, and he was calling Tim Anderson Jackie. Like, come on, Jackie. So he said he rubbed, he kind of just let it go. He wasn't really tripping on it. He was like, yeah, all right, dude. Then dude, every time he, came around at bats, he's, oh man, come on, Jackie. And Tim Anderson got fed up. And actually his catcher, the catcher of the White Sox got fed up too, because dude was talking crazy. And the catcher, kind of popped it off. He was like, dude, you ain't gonna just keep disrespecting my teammate like that. And after that, Tim Anderson ran up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? Like ready to throw them things. And you know what I'm saying? They broke him up or whatever. The Yankees, you know what I'm saying? End up winning that game, but the very next game, Tim Anderson shut him down. I don't know if y'all saw that game where he hit the home run. He's like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? He had to be quiet on it. Quiet. Be quiet, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So that was the Sox end up winning the series because you know normally they play a little 2 or 3, 4 game series. So the Sox ended up, I believe the Sox ended up winning that series. But shout out to Tim Anderson. Yeah, people were saying that, oh man, you know, I don't like sometimes people, you know, try to throw them little like that's past what we call passive aggressive racism. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you Jackie, you know what I'm saying, to get under your skin or whatever. But my thoughts is like, okay, dude, you know, Tim told you like, hey man, okay, cool. You know, I see what you're trying to do, dude. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? Let's just play the game. Let's play the game. And he kept going at it. But the dope part I like is that his teammates was the ones who jumped it off. The catcher was like, dude, when dude came to bat, he was screaming at bro, like, right, man. So I'm glad that the White Sox got each other back. Tim Anderson, he's a foundation of, you know, ain't a lot of brothers playing baseball now. We got to get our young sons back in the game, man, because that's where all the money is, and you can play longer. So I'm glad to see a brother like Tim, and he brings excitement to the game. You know what I'm saying? When he hit home runs, the stuff he do, I like watch. He's exciting to watch. You know what I'm saying? So we need that excitement back in the game. Even what's the white boy who I like, Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper, he excited. You know what I'm saying?
He keep it kind of crump, yeah.
Right, and like him and remember McCutchen that played for the Pittsburgh, with the Dreads. McCutchen was like, so Nana McCutchen's old. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he retired or what.
No, I think he out there in San Francisco still.
Yeah, it's just funny to see, you know, the racism still in baseball after, you know, people think just because the Ty Cobb era is gone, it ain't no more racism, but you know what I'm saying? Ty Cobb was hitting dudes with his spikes and all kind of stuff, but yeah, man, it's like after a while, you know, I get it, you trying to get under my skin, but after a while, it's like, dude, chill out, man. You know, that's not bothering me, but yeah, I guess Tim wasn't having it. So what y'all think about that? You think the dude for the Yankees who did it, because I think he got suspended. You think that was a rightful suspension for one game? I think he got suspended for one game.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Chris.
Well, personally, I heard a story about them playing together, and he actually told him that I'm the next Jackie Robinson, and that's where he got it from. So it just didn't come out of nowhere that he was calling him that. I think he just didn't like him calling him that anymore. And that's just over the time. It's like, okay, that's enough. That's enough. But
yeah, that's what he said. He said he had been calling him that. He's like, dude, chill out with that, you know. But
I think somebody tell you to chill out on that. I think one game was kind of lenient because I mean, after a while, what's that gonna do?
Yeah, you know, yeah.
Like, thanks for the time off. Like, shit, that's like saying, hey, you off for quarantine for COVID. Thanks.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 games, 2 to 4 games, you know, especially on the first offense, but still.
You got to make that check hit.
Yeah, you got to hit that pocketbook just a little bit.
You ain't lying, man. You was not lying, yeah. But shout out to the White Sox. Shout out to the brothers over there playing Major League Baseball. Our Cuban brothers, our black brother, everybody that, you know what I'm saying, identifies black playing the game. But yeah, man. Another sports news, man. We're going to keep it moving, y'all. Your man, well, he used to be my man, but man, I don't know. He doing suspect stuff. Rickey Williams, man. I don't know if y'all heard about this. I mean, dude, you know, I used to be a Rickey Williams fan. You know, he's smoking the herb and stuff. Like, you know, I like Rickey wild, but now Rick, I can't fuck with you, bro. Like,
what do you do?
Not only that, he done went against man code and changed his last name to his wife's name, but the implications, the way it looks, though, I mean, you know, say nothing wrong. Once again, you know, nothing wrong with interracial marriage. My dude, you know, has interracial marriage, so we ain't against. I'm not against nobody who, you know, keeping it black and then they in the race. You know, you can't control who you love. I'm not tripping on you, but the thing I'm tripping on is how it looks. Like, that's some slave shit. When we came over here, we had to change our Toby. Like, your name Toby. We had to change our last name to whatever they told us. So now your big fucking goofy ass go sit up here and change your last name to your wife's name. That's one, that's against man. Even if she was black, that's against man code. 2, it makes it look even worse because she's white. So it's like, are you in a sunken place Are you know what I'm saying? Does she got a whole
Can't
set on your
run
motherfucking ass?
away.
Like you still got to be a man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even tripping the fact that you know what I'm saying interracial or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you love who you love.
So apparently you're trying to run from his past, but which route would you take? Would you take the Rickey Williams, take your wife's last name, or would you do like Sammy Sosa did and be dipped in the juice?
I mean, I'm not taking my wife's last name. That's man code shit, man. I don't give a fuck.
That's some beta type shit.
Yeah, that's some beta shit. We not even doing that, man.
Right,
and your name is more famous.
Exactly. Exactly. He didn't change his name to Eric Miron. His wife's name is Linnea Miron, and he didn't change his name to Eric Miron. It said, although his first name was always legally known as Eric, you know what I'm saying, the retired athlete. So Rickey might be his like middle name. People do that all the time.
No, Rickey is the back half of Eric.
Oh, okay. I get it. Eric. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what he get. Eric. Okay, that makes sense. The way he spelled it. Okay.
Did he just get married? Did he just get married?
No, he's been married to her for quite a while. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why he did some shit like that.
He trying to run away from it all. It ain't work out the way he intended it to, man. Just like I said, he's trying to run away from that steroid stigma, and he looked like, you know what I'm saying, the Alpine version of himself.
Yeah, I mean, he just looked buck broken because it's like, I mean, I'm just being real because you gotta know as a black man in this country, you gotta know the implications. I get it. Like, let's say he did something wrong and his wife was mad as hell. I get that, bro. We all get that. We men, we have women. I get that, but you gotta be a man with just like how he plant his foot in the dirt and go up 5 yards running the ball. Plant your motherfucking foot in the ground and stand on your manhood, my dude. You know, you could be like, you know, wife, hey, I'm sorry what I did to you, but I'm not changing my motherfucking last name. I lead this family. You know what I'm saying? I'm the head of this family.
This shit was his idea, trust me.
Exactly. That's
he's broken, man. Bless his heart.
That's sucker shit. Because even if he got kids, how you look your son or your daughter in the face, like your son gonna think you a bitch. Like your son gonna be looking at you like, Dad's kind of a little bitch.
When you get old enough to learn how everything works, he gonna know something.
Right. Now your daughter go have delusions of grandeur because she gonna think, oh, every man's supposed to do what I say. She gonna feel like a man's supposed to bend down to her. Now, I'm not saying you don't treat your woman right. Now, that's not what you treat your woman like a queen all day long. However, you're the head, you're the lead. You know what I'm saying? You the one who, you know what I'm saying? You the CEO. She the vice CEO. So you can't sit up here and, you know what I'm saying, capitulate and shit and I'm gonna change my last name, you know, to yours because I fucked up or whatever. Like, you know, damn that, you know what I'm saying? You the man. And then too, like I said, if I'm a black man and I'm in a racial relationship, I'm not gonna be oblivious to certain things. I'm gonna be like, look, babe, now I'm a black man, you're a Caucasian woman. It ain't gonna look good if I change my, you know, people gonna be like, damn, this dude on some slave shit. So that's how you keep it real with your spouse. Like, babe, that's not a good look. Now, you know what I'm saying?
My dad always wanted me to carry on my last name, and
they're like stupid to your kids. They got a different last name now. Your dumb ass and changed your name to your wife's name. Like, what was the purpose?
You didn't lost your legacy.
Yeah,
you ain't lost the legacy away, nigga.
You know, and yeah, so I'm sorry, Rickey Williams. I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't fuck with you on that, bro. That's
Master P first signee and shit.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see how he could do that. Like, everything going, you know, I get it. You could I wouldn't even be tripping if he was like, you know what? I'm gonna relinquish all my, you know, my stuff over to my wife. She's my manager. You know, like, with your wife, your manager. So I get that. I could even get that. But to be like, oh, I'm gonna be a little bitch and I'm just gonna change my last name. Let me kiss up. Oh, we sick, boss. You know, you on some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You still got to be a man and be like, it don't matter if your woman white, black, whatever. If you a man in a relationship, your woman shouldn't be changing your last name and I'm gonna change her. Yeah, that's some straight beta male stuff. So I don't think none of the brothers on my on the show would do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I would say that decision is not for me.
Like, how would your family even respect you? Can you imagine anybody in your family respect you?
Uncle thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, it just don't sound right, man. It just really does not sound right.
Yeah,
Like I
he
said,
don't have great optics, man. No matter what he was thinking, it made sense to him, though.
mhm, and the thing is, I mean, people can be in racial relationships. You can still be who you are, and I understand, like, as a man, let's take the racial part out of it. As a man, you fucked up and like, damn, I done fucked up with my woman, but yeah, you can't go super beta. Like, I think his woman would respect him more if he was like, nah, I ain't changing my last name, but I understand I'm in the doghouse or whatever like that, but I'm not changing my motherfucking last name, baby. You know what I'm saying? We have to get divorced or something, because I'm not doing that. But yeah. Leave a shout out in the comments on what y'all think about that. You ladies, I know y'all probably be like, let him change his last name, but I know the dude's gonna be like, hell no, man.
It don't even matter about the woman. She could be green with red stripes. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's just the fact that he just relinquished that nice legacy he done developed for himself. Even though he ain't make the best decisions in his career, you know what I'm saying? He still did it. And he got to dance the dance. And
Exactly.
to give all that up for whatever you clearly running away from, I don't know, man. I pray for my brother, man.
Yeah, I pray he gets some guidance and like don't go through with that, so, or I don't know.
He
But
probably still got somebody in charge of his money. I'm pretty sure the person in charge of his estate, like, look, you need to have a clause that if you ever change your mind, she could just take your last name. It's got to be something in there,
Man, I'm looking at her. She laughing all the way to the bank. It's
I know
all
she like Janet Jackson. She's like, let me get that
right, she laughing all the way to the bank. Like, you was not lying. Man, moving on, man. We're gonna do another interracial relationship now. A lot of times, we have people, or sisters online, a lot of the video vixens or like the NBA type, I guess, women, you could say, they be talking stuff like, oh, he bought this for me. I guess Travis Kelce or whatever. And that's one thing I'm gonna say. I do agree. I don't like those yo white boys like vanilla yo. Like, I just feel like you could be who you are, and you don't have to be yo. Now I understand. Now Kelsey did grow up in Cleveland Heights. I got family in Cleveland Heights. You know what I'm saying? It's a real black suburb of Cleveland. But at the same time, that don't negate. People like to just get passes. That don't negate your sucker shit. So Travis Kelce, check this out. Now, a lot of sisters, this gonna be controversial, y'all, but I'm just saying, a lot of sisters feel like, oh, black dudes be cheap. We don't be having no money, and that could be contributed to systemic racism. Most average black man only make like 40,000 a year in this country. That's average. But this sister, you hear a lot of sisters like the basketball wives and all this saying, they got this money from this player and that money. However, Travis Kelce, I guess he been hanging around brothers, so that's what they say. So the sister's saying that he cheat because of black men. So we getting blamed for Travis Kelce being a cheap ass. Like, they say he only gave his girl $100 a year to see if she wanted to be with him. Now I think if Travis Kelce had been a brother, she would have been left his ass. Like, a lot of times we be having subliminal. I don't think it's like we have subliminal expectations for like Caucasian people. So I just think that if he was a brother, she wouldn't hang around as long. Because think about it, a lot of time. Now, this is not all. Remember, some, but not all. In the words of Brother Zoe. But a lot of times you'll have sisters out there say, "Oh, these players, they be cheap. They don't want to pay me. They don't want to do this." Now, she stuck around with this dude, Travis Kelce, for like 5 years, and he was only giving her $100 a month or $100 a year or something like that. My thing is I actually don't feel sorry for her, because what I'm saying, I feel like she got what she deserved. So her name is Kayla Nicole. She is responding to rumors she broke up with Travis Kelce over 50-50 bill split. So I guess they said she did that for 5 years. Now, I don't know if he was a brother. I don't know if she would have stuck around for 5 years. She would have went on social media, talk about how cheap his ass is, and this, that, and the third. But I just think.
Oh no. Okay, so I heard something that's totally unvetted. So I'm being kind of irresponsible, but it's funny. No, but like when they won the first Super Bowl and she was hugging up on him on that tape, some rapper came and got her. After the first Super Bowl. They might have got back together, but I'm sure $100 had something to do with that.
That must have been the breakup then. That must have. She said she broke up with him, And but she said she was trying to stay with him to show she just liked him for
Yeah, yeah,
it wasn't the
yeah,
money.
yeah. One of the prominent hip hop artists said, "You know what? Fuck that. I mean, he really got some, nigga."
That's crazy.
But
the thing is, they hang out with Patrick Mahomes, and you see what he's doing for his wife.
Yeah,
so she's probably like, "Damn, why ain't that coming my way?" Now I know she's getting her own dough.
I mean, well, yeah, I mean, a lot of these ball players. Another thing I have to understand about the psychology of a lot of these ball players, most of these ignorant ass niggas or motherfuckers think and even white boys too, they think they've been told, since they was 10, 12, they the best thing since bread. So they get these, Napoleon complexes, I think. Like, they think I'm better than everybody, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of us have a mindset that, not all, and it may not be just direct, it could be subliminal. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just and Kelsey probably a stand-up dude. I'm not saying I don't know the motherfucker, so I'm not saying that, but at the same time, I just think it's funny that we're getting blamed. Like, on social media, black women are blaming black men for the way Travis Kelce is cheap because he like to hang around black dudes. So I think that's some bullshit. Because just because you hang around black dudes, that don't make you official black. Because once again, you can still, Travis Kelce could grow his hair out tomorrow and stop hanging around black people, and you know what I'm saying, and cash in his $1 million worth of whiteness. You know what I'm saying, if he wants to. So I'm always skeptical. Not saying he ain't a good dude, and he, some brothers that got his back. He grew up with some brothers. I'm not saying, what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I just don't automatically put somebody in the Hall of Fame just because they make a play. You know what I'm saying? You got to show me a body of work where because and that leads me to other things like, with the recent, massacres in Buffalo and Uvalde, Texas. When Buffalo happened, you didn't see any sports people coming out saying they send their condolences and nothing. People were kind of like even scared to comment on it. But as soon as Uvalde happened, everybody, oh my God, we got to stand. We got to change laws. You didn't see, even in LeBron, my guy, you didn't see LeBron come out and say nothing about Buffalo. But then when Uvalde happened, everybody coming out now. So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't see Travis Kelce. He wasn't on the front line saying, man, this shit in Buffalo is fucked up. But everybody, I'm just saying that we just because somebody hang out, that's like me. If I hang out, think about it, if I hang out with all my Caucasian friends, I'm sure in the back of their head at some point, I don't know how they feel about, but I know in the back of their head they'll be like, well, you know what I'm saying, he down, but how down is he? I don't know. I just think that Travis Kelce, I don't think black men should be blamed for his fucking cheapness. I mean, dude probably just
probably,
yeah. I mean, think about it.
That's a cop out. That's a cop out,
Right. That's what's been going on social media. Sisters are saying, some sisters, not all, they're saying that the reason he's doing that is because of black dudes. So what y'all think?
But I want to start with
Cleveland. No, go ahead.
Now I was like his brother. Yeah, his brother play in the league. They act completely different.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is that all about?
Yeah.
They both a product of their environment, Cleveland Heights, you know what I'm saying? So him liking black women, coming up in his adolescent days, being around black women, I can see the attraction.
I can see.
But, you know what I'm saying, as far as a lifestyle being frugal, generous, or whatever, that's a personal choice. Blame who you want. But if you a cheapskate, you a cheapskate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't really get that because I don't know, but the average black dude, if they got dough, they spend the money on their woman, their main girl. So she gonna be looking fly. But I don't know about all that shit.
Yeah, yeah. And I've had conversations with black women who dated white guys, and they've told me they have felt strange, like where they got around, the dude's people, his parents or whatever, and they was treated differently. It was one incident. They said, well, this is what this person said. The white person was saying the Asians will never had a seat at our table. That's what she told me. The sister who was dating white dude at the time. So, a lot of times we just have to be careful, y'all. I'm okay with people loving each other, and then if it's love, go for it. But when it's like, oh, I'm gonna fuck with these sisters because it's a fetish, because I think black women are freaks. Look at Megan Thee Stallion. You know, our women always get that freak complex. Oh, she's a big black freak, so I want the big black freak. And then when I get ready to marry, I'm gonna marry Sally with the blonde hair or Becky. You know what I'm saying? Because she ain't the freak. I want to go down to the slave quarters and have some fun. And when then I get my fill, I'm gonna go back to the big house and be with, you know what I'm saying, who I'm
So
dating.
your oats.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everybody like that. Not saying that, because there's some interracial couples that work out, and you know, the sisters get to be sisters and the brothers get to be brothers. So I'm not saying everyone, but I'm saying I have heard people I know that dated outside the race that said, yeah, man, like I went to their parents' house for dinner and they was like, it was some weirdo shit. Like, you know, so I'm just saying, be careful, and then don't believe everything you hear. You know, sisters, I don't think, you know, this dude being cheap, like Wayne said, because of, you know, brothers being cheap. I think this dude's just cheap because he want to be cheap. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
football, you only have so much guaranteed contracts for football. It ain't like basketball, you know what I'm saying, where you might get 150 million and 100 of it is guaranteed, you know what I'm saying, or all of it is guaranteed. So yeah, we just got to watch out for that one.
Yeah, I
Now
ain't taking
moving,
the blame for that shit.
yeah, I'm not
Hey,
taking the blame for you.
at the end of the day, that's that man's money.
Right.
Yep, exactly.
I
Now
ain't
He got to
moving
break
on.
bread with you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, moving on here, we're gonna jump off of sports here. We're gonna jump right into some weird topics. I call these my funny. These are topics in the media that I've seen this week that kind of perked my interest a little bit. There was a study. Let's go into the Buffalo. Well, actually, let's go into the Buffalo shooter a little bit. This dude right here. Um, when the shooter, he's an editor for, I want to say, MSNBC. He was saying that the young brother, the not even gonna say young brother, the white supremacist young dude, he shot up everybody because he had a toothache. Now, NBC reporter, it says he got skewered for saying racist Buffalo mass shooting was rooted in killer's toothache. NBC reporter, his name is Ben Collins, so everybody hit him up on Twitter if you got to. Ben racist ass. Ben Collins he's faced a slew of intense backlash for insulting that the Buffalo, New York shooter's racist motivation actually stemmed from a toothache that he wasn't able to get fixed due to inaccessible health care. So you telling me that this dude went on a racist ass mass shooting because of some damn healthcare, he couldn't get a tooth pulled? Come on, man.
His tooth turned black, so he took revenge on all of us. The fuck?
Yeah, man. I mean, the stuff they make up, man. The stuff they make up. Like now, if somebody made that about a Uvalde, it'll be a big thing, blowing up on. Oh my God, you're so wrong. That's messed up. Those are bait. And once again, I'm not pushing Uvalde to the side. I think that's fucked up what happened to them babies, man. I don't like to see, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to see nobody kids get fucked up like that. So my hearts and prayers go out to that family, you know, the families or whatever. But at the same time, you know, I don't think we should be Captain saving for it. We still got to focus on Buffalo. It's like almost sometimes I think when stuff happen to us, they put something out in the media so we can get the attention off of it. Because it's like a week later now, you don't hear nobody.
Why they ain't looking?
Yeah, so it's like Buffalo really didn't matter because it's like you didn't. You know, I just think that's insensitive. Like black people got killed, and you didn't see a bunch of stars and these people coming out saying it's horrible. People was kind of like reluctant to comment on it, and then, you know, not to say I don't think we should compare the shootings. I'm just saying both of them are tragedies and both should be taken seriously. Black people need to have an anti-hate crime bill just alone off of what happened. I mean, you call an Asian Bruce Lee, if you say, hey, you look like Bruce Lee, that's anti-hate crime, and you know that's anti. They could get you for anti. And once again, this is just, I'm just giving an example, so don't y'all hit me with. But you know, but I'm just saying, if you go to a Asian restaurant, like, oh, y'all look like Bruce Lee, that should be on front page. You know, if you said some shit like shrimp fried light, if you talk like him, or you know, do a stereotype, you know, that'll be on the front page. I'm just saying that we get the brunt end of the stick. Our ancestors, our older folks got shot up in that security guard, and nobody really gave a fuck. Nobody said nothing. You know, they look. Joe Biden, he went down to Uvalde and he sent Kamala Harris to Buffalo. Like, I sent my afterthought because, you know, Kamala Harris don't give a fuck about black people like that, no way. But So they sent her ass out there. I mean, she did say some heartfelt stuff. I don't know how real it was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it wasn't heartfelt, but I'm just saying it just shows you like the racism in the country, just little shit like that. So black kids, like if it was a bunch of black kids that got shot up, I don't think because once again, a lot of the dominant society look at black kids as adult. The kid could be 5 and they look like they act like he's 35. Little white children, Hispanic, that's still white. Because DNA wise, you either go back to Asia, Africa, or Europe. So all these Hispanic, they go back to Caucasian. So these are basically white Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? They got killed, and that's the white dude who did it is a white Hispanic too. And like I said, you just don't get the you don't get the push. You don't get the. I don't see how we don't have an anti-crime bill just off the Buffalo alone. Like I said, it's funny that anti-Asian bill got through, and it was just name calling. They got no. Matter of fact, I take that back. When the massacre happened with the massage parlor in Atlanta, I apologize. That's when they got the anti-crime. So remember when all them they got shot in that massage parlor in Atlanta, and everybody stop Asian hate. Now we got shot up in Buffalo. You don't hear no stop anti-black hate. You don't see no crime bill. Joe Biden ain't think about that shit. What y'all think about that, fellas?
Yelling at us getting off the bus and shit.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Yeah, hey, I heard something about that Buffalo. That security guard that was in the store actually did check in on him, and then I guess on the GoPro little broadcast, he said, "I think I might have to do him tomorrow." So I mean, he did, at least chalk up one path of resistance for the neighborhood. So it's not like they were totally blind-eyed, but it's still tragic. And yeah, I was surprised too how quickly it's been forgotten about.
Well, it's kind of hard to plan something when somebody's pre-gamed on you already and did their surveillance, just like on the wire when they used to do their surveillance. Just wrong, man.
No, y'all right. Now I'm gonna put on time for the tinfoil kufi. Time for the tinfoil kufi game. Now, the tinfoil kufi. It's time for the tinfoil. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm messing up. Reason I say that is because the brother who was a security guard there. Another caveat to that is this brother, and his name was Andrew Salter. Our brother's name is Andrew Salter. He was a retired policeman. This brother served in the military. Because you always hear like the blue lives matter. It's like only blue lives matter when it's white cops, but when it's black cops or retired black cops, blue lives don't matter then. But he was reason I'm putting on the tinfoil kufi because they said that the whole reason I'm hearing reports that the whole reason for that shooting was because that brother, I don't know if y'all heard this, he made there he is right there. He made a new fuel source. He had it. If you go on YouTube, there's a video of him powering a pickup truck by water. So the thing is anytime you think about it, he came up with an alternative fuel source. So with you coming out alternative fuel source, the people in charge of gas and all these other fuel sources, they said that he was the target. Also, the little white boy, white supremacist. Yeah. Oh no, you cool. I don't know if y'all knew that. Also, the little white supremacist boy, it just came out that in those, that 4chan and 8chan and Discord, remember that Discord chat? There was a retired FBI agent that was helping him along in the chat and knew about the killing. So
you had him to come watch and shit.
Right. So you had a retired FBI agent who knew about this, who he was chatting with frequently, who didn't do shit. And then you also had this brother who came up. And matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all. I think I got the patent. I pulled up the patent for this brother's fuel source. I'm gonna pull it up.
Man, this shit is scary that you're telling us. You know that, right?
Yeah, man, that's going against big petrol. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he came up with an alternative fuel source, and a week after that, he was laid to rest. You know what I'm saying? So, it's crazy that he was working on that, and he had it. He had a truck powered by water, and they killed him. And then around the world, there was another African brother over in Africa. He came out with a source, like he was able to pull water out the air to power a TV, and they killed him. All of a sudden, they said he fell off a cliff. How you just all of a sudden accidentally fall off a cliff? Why was he even by a cliff? You see what I'm saying? Anytime you coming out with alternative fuel sources and things like that, think about big oil, big pharma.
Yeah, changing the tech game.
Yeah, man, they don't want you to figure that type of stuff out. They don't want you to figure that kind of stuff out at all. So,
Well,
you
shit.
know,
I mean, didn't Elon Musk just create the electric car and shit?
yeah, electric car, but yeah, the thing is though, with his electric car, it's not full scale yet. But think about it: if you could power a car off water, you know what I'm saying? As opposed to electricity, they still power people still make money. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
it's power backed.
yeah, yeah.
But if you come out with a fuel source that's powered by water, that puts Elon out of business. That puts a lot of people out of business. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So, or that gives you an alternative fuel source. So, with that being said, tinfoil kufi time, people are saying that brother got killed because he was the target. It wasn't like because they were
I agree
saying
with you.
why did he just ran target the top store, and then two, why did he do reconnaissance on it? If you was just go do a random shooting, why do a reconnaissance? You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
else was collateral damage, and he was the main target.
Exactly. So,
So,
what do y'all think about that?
Yeah, they
so
said
this is the
covert
fake
operative Halliburton and shit.
Huh?
I said Halliburton said covert operatives and shit.
It could happen, man. Damn, that's scary. So
Yeah.
anytime you want to change the world, you do have people coming after you, targeting you.
Yeah, man.
And as you know,
Yeah.
a lot of inventions, a lot of key inventions came from African Americans
Yeah.
or Africans. Even that, it just happens, and that's scary. So whatever ideas y'all got, y'all keep that shit to yourself for now.
Yeah, sit on it,
Right.
little boy.
Right. I
Because
don't
if
even
it's
want to pull
something
it
like
up
it's gonna
right
save
now
some
that patent,
lives,
but you can go online. I can't for whatever reason I can't find it right now. But you definitely can go online if you put in Andrew Salter energy patent or whatever. Like it pops right up because I popped it up and he put in for this back in 2015. This patent. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying that is the reason that because like people are saying. Well, you know, like you said, if it's a random shooting and you plan to die anyway, you was gonna die by the bullet, then why would you do reconnaissance? They really said he was just coming to do reconnaissance on dude, the brother, you know, to see when he was working so he could get, you know, so he can get him. So which is crazy, you know, but yeah, man. Just, you know, we gotta be wary of that, you know, think about how much money industry people make, you know, off of oil and things like that. And then with everything being high right now, you know, they making a hand over fist money. So
now
yeah,
we got to
man.
watch for people trying to steal his invention too.
Exactly. So now he's dead.
Hopefully
They could probably
somebody in
try to
his
come in
family
and
get it, yeah.
yeah, he come
Like
in.
Lovecraft Country.
Oh hell yeah. Yep, they come in and write and just go ahead and you know, now that
Figure
his,
out
you know,
where
he
they got
filed his
going.
patent, but he's dead. So now they could probably come in on top of that. You know, it's like, oh, we want the patent instead. You know what I mean? So that's crazy, man.
And we'll just give his family a grant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Shouts out and prayers for the family. Still.
Yeah.
Man, that's some scary shit right there, man. You want
Yeah.
to change the world, and somebody send anybody.
Yeah, I mean, that's on some Doc Brown type shit.
Yeah, I mean, brother Salter was a smart brother. Like he
Yeah.
had a degree in engineering and all that. Like, you know, he's in the military, all that. So, like I said, if you go to YouTube here where we at, if you go in and put in his name and put up, you know, you'll be able to see him pull up the you know, you'll be able to see the what he's working on. And because I've seen it. I watched the video and I seen it, you know. So yeah, shout out to him, rest in peace, brother Salter. He was trying to help and he got taken out. So, like I say, tinfoil kufi time on that one, man. But moving right along, man. With everything going on, with Uvalde, uh, the police chief of Uvalde incident. This despicable coward. I'm sorry, I'm talking
Coward.
shit.
You said it right. You said it
Yeah.
right.
Them poor kids was in there, and these dudes was scary as hell to go in there. And you know what I'm saying? It's like police they only feel comfortable to run up on black people that's unarmed and kill us. But when you got a motherfucker in there shooting motherfuckers up, y'all scary as hell. Even some of the parents, I heard some of the parents about to go in there with their pistols and handle shit. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of person I would have been. I was like, man, fucking, I go in this bitch and kill this motherfucker. You know, allegedly. Nah, I'm just speaking, you know, but I'm just saying that it's like a lot of reports coming out now that they had more than enough time to help those babies before they got blown away. So what do y'all think about that?
Well, I heard he was in there 77 minutes. 77 minutes, man. That's over an hour just in there, just shooting who you want to shoot, thinking what you gonna do next, weighing your options, and you just out there being a coward for 77 minutes.
Yeah. And then I also read, never looked to vet it out, but I read where some of the actual cops who kids went to that school, they went there and got their kids and got
facts.
That's crazy. So the other kids, they really just collateral damage. That's
pretty much. Even it was a Texas state senator that said that everybody is all angry over the Uvalde police response, and they expect full reports. So, this cop coward's name is where the hell is his name at? Damn, I had his name right here. I'm sorry.
Like Abdullah the Butcher.
Yeah. Yeah, he
he looked like that Bam Bam Bigelow.
Pete Arredondo, that's his name, Chief Pete Arredondo. And the funny part about it, they said he just had a mass shooting training. He just had mass shooting training back in August.
Damn.
So he had just recently had training in August of 2021. You know what I'm saying? So he acting like, I don't know how to handle things. We don't know what to do. But I bet you if my black ass was up there doing something, they would have, you know what I'm saying? They would have knew how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was just cowardice, man, to let them little kids get blown away like that.
And the perpetrator, he was taken out by a parent, wasn't he?
I think the police. They said the police took him out.
The immigration officer, the federal agent, basically.
Okay. Damn. Now the Texas shooter, Salvador Ramos, this asshole right here, this motherfucker who looked like the Joker and the Crow and shit. This motherfucker looked like he starred in the Crow, bitch ass. He on there talking about people saying, well, they made fun of him because he didn't have no money. This motherfucker got an iPhone 13. This motherfucker, if you ain't got no money, you ain't got money to buy $8,000 worth of guns. Like, guns ain't fucking cheap.
No.
Guns is not cheap. So if he had money to buy guns and he got an iPhone 13, I don't think he was he wasn't struggling too much. That ain't, to me, you know what I'm saying? So I don't buy that. Oh man, he was just, that's always try to push the mental issue shit. I don't buy that he was just, everybody was making fun of him because he didn't have nothing. I don't buy that. I think he was just a weirdo who was underparented. I think it's his parents' fault. I'm saying it. Yeah, it's his parents' fault. Because if you know your son a fucking maniac or something wrong with his ass and you don't get his ass help, even if he blew his grandmother away in her face, shot his grandmama in the damn face before he did the shit.
No, even if he was being bullied at his school, why the frick would he run that bullshit down to the kids' school instead of facing the people who tormented him? I'm not saying either one is good, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, why would he turn that wrath on the elementary school where they're clearly not trained for that type of drama, where that's more middle or high school level?
Yeah, because he's a coward. What you think?
And I get what you're saying. It is the parents' fault, because if your kid is being bullied, that's when you step in and try and get them help, see what's up with the school, like, hey, what's going on? My kid being bullied. So then it's the school fault. Then I feel the school failed them too, because I heard the door was left open by a teacher and allowed him to even get into the school.
Yeah. I mean, a kid with them kind of problems, your kid running around looking like the Crow and motherfucking the Joker and shit, motherfucking looking like Joaquin Phoenix and the fucking Joker, and you think ain't nothing wrong with his little motherfucking crazy ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't even been able to survive in a black hole. He wouldn't have been able to go in his room and close the door. They'd be like, man, leave that motherfucking door open.
We don't close doors to this house.
Facts.
Crazy ass
doing if you ain't paying rent, you ain't closing no doors in this house.
Now, they said on one of the chats, this is another thing. Social media, a lot of these motherfuckers be telling on themselves with social media, and people don't do shit. This dude was on social media just like the Buffalo Killer, and he was on some app called Yubo. Never heard of Yubo, Yubo, and they said that on there he was calling himself the school shooter. He was identifying himself as the school shooter. It was a 17-year-old girl who used the platform, and she said that his nickname or username was on there was the school shooter. Now, not only that, he had got arrested 4 years before for plotting a mass shooting. He got arrested for plotting a mass, and he said at that time he was 14. He said in 2022, when I'm a senior, this is verbatim, I'm going to shoot up the school. When it's 2022, my senior, I'm going to kill everybody. He said that, and they did shit. And that goes back again to racial stuff. Now people are like, oh, he's Hispanic. I mean, when you look at him, you don't think like, you think he look like a white motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So once again, if you look on the side, you're on the side of the dominant society, you get certain perks. So even though he's a white kid or white Hispanic, he can sit up to say, hey y'all, I'm in 4 years, I'm gonna kill everybody. Oh, it's okay, Billy. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. And what they like, I like you know what Corey brought up about higher learning. Remember when Remy was like, he said I wanted to be an engineer. He said you can still be an engineer. And you know, Corey, that's true though, because he basically what he was saying is, even though this happened, dude, you can still be what you want because you're white. You got $1 million worth of whiteness. So, you know, with this dude, think about it. He got arrested 4 years before this for plotting a school shooting and told the investigators, I'm going to kill everybody in my senior year, 2022. I'm shooting everybody the fuck up. And they didn't do nothing. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me that he wasn't watched.
I almost went 10 for a Kofi too, but no, I'm not going to go ISO.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. It
not
said
no kids.
Yeah, that's another thing that, you know, people say that, or I ain't gonna say, I mean, but you see it. Generally, white children get protected when they do something crazy or a mass shooting. They got, oh, well, he had mental issues. People bully them. Oh man, we need to feel sorry for him. When black kids do something, oh man, look at Chicago. Look what they did. Look, they shot all them kids in Chicago. Look. They shot. It ain't no empathy. It ain't no. How about them kids in Chicago going through PTSD because they watching motherfuckers get their head blown off by the police and them every day? Nope. Ain't no mental consolidation for the brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? But when white children do something, they're looked at as kids. Oh, he's just a little boy. When black kids do something the same age, he's looked at as a grown man. They want to try him under the law as an adult. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a double standard in this country, sadly enough, man. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter if you white, Hispanic. If you got some kind of white in you, most of the time you're gonna get the benefit of the doubt. You know, just like George Zimmerman. Zimmerman is Hispanic, right? But he's a white Hispanic, and they gave him the benefit of the doubt, even though he chased down our young brother Trayvon. He chased him down and killed him, but he free. You know what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you in this country what they think of us. It's sad that that's like that, but it's funny that you can see the double standard. You know what I'm saying? If one of our sons, we all got black sons, so if one of our sons did something, they would be trying to treat our sons as an adult. It wouldn't be oh, he had mental issues, he just needed help, somebody to talk to. It'd be like, put him under the jail. Put him in jail for 30, 40 years. Did you see the victims? They'll be calling, you know, the family victims and all this stuff. But then when you get in Rittenhouse case, you can't call them victims. Even though he killed motherfuckers, we can call them victims. So it's always a double standard when when you're not a black person in this country, when you do a crime. And that's just documented. That's just nothing we making up. If you look at the laws and the crimes, we're tried 40% or 50% more for the same crimes with harsher laws, longer sentences than our white counterparts. So that's just facts. But it's sad to me that, think about this. In this case, Uvalde, them pretty babies got to get killed and murdered. In 4 years, they arrested this dude for he was already telling what he was gonna do. And in the Buffalo shooting, this motherfucker owned a chat talking to a retired FBI agent, and then he didn't alert nobody, dude. But once again, you got a bunch of racists and white supremacists in law enforcement. FBI actually did a study on it that you can look up. FBI study did. There was a big influx of white supremacists in law enforcement. So, I mean, damn, with this, you kind of like, it ain't even 10 for a Kufi. It's like damn near believable. Like, because you just see it. It's just in plain daylight. You know what I'm saying? We don't get the same standards when we do crimes as our counterparts. But once again, I want to send shout out to the Uvalde, the babies. I rest in peace to them and their family. We send our love and condolences. And then also I send my big and my hugest condolences to our brothers and sisters in Buffalo. We're not gonna let y'all be forgotten. Because that could have been my grandmama. That could have been your grandmama in that store, who ain't did nothing but go to the store and get something. Because my grandmother used to be always in the damn store. So my heart and soul go out to my brothers and sisters in Buffalo. We're not gonna let it die. We're not gonna let them try to bury that story. Because I mean that's crazy, and the motive was racial. You know what I'm saying? Dude, remember he was gonna shoot the white dude on the video. I didn't watch the video because I don't like to see that kind of shit. But from what I heard, the white dude, he said, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then
my bad. Yeah, you good.
So I don't see how we can't get a hate crime bill, even with whatever you feel about reparations or whatever. But we can't get a hate crime bill, yo. Come on, man. All right, moving right along, man. Let's go to a funny story here. This couple right here, was having sex. It was on Zoom in church, and they was having sex and got caught.
Whoa, in church?
So, yeah, they was in church. They was on Zoom. Everybody, with the pandemic and everything, people go on Zoom church. I've done it before, and they was getting busy, whatever, and they didn't realize the camera was still on. They in the middle of the church or whatever, and they camera on. They just banging, so they got caught banging on camera in church. What do y'all think about that? I guess.
Damn.
They said, what site did you?
Yeah, well, Sunday fun day, Yeah.
In the middle of church.
That's good up for God right there.
Hey, they was procreating for the Lord.
Right. Amen.
He said procreating for the Lord. Yeah, so they zoomed into services. They from Minneapolis. So they zoomed into services at a Minneapolis synagogue. They was hosting a bat mitzvah, and they forgot to turn off their camera as they began to make a mitzvah of their own. Canoodling, they was cozying up and canoodling in full view of the congregation, who were subjected to the softcore sideshow for nearly an hour. So they was on there getting it in for about an hour.
The foreplay central game.
So they was on some voyeurism type shit. They was just like, damn.
We got a hot mic, don't you know?
Yeah, so what y'all think about that? Y'all ever be like my brother Mike say, you ever be in church and something else run across your mind? So you gotta be in church and it'd be sex running across your mind.
Yeah, I have been distracted a few times in church, but never did nothing to catch on fire. But
I don't know about that one.
What'd you say?
I had a pastor once tell a story, and this was weird because this was at a funeral, and he was telling a story that he was in the front pew, and the lady in the front row had no underwear on, had the shortest church skirt. She didn't put the little cape on. Imagine, this is during a funeral. Big, huge mega church. Like, they used to rent out the Forum before it was sold. I ain't gonna mention his name because he's real popular, but he was just sitting there talking about how the lady was just flashing her stuff to him, and he was trying to act like he didn't want to see it.
Tell us on cam, man. Tell us on cam. I want to know.
I mean, they say the church is an infirmary for the soul, so a lot of times, let's be real, if you one of them brothers out there single and you want to find some freaks, man, go to church, because that's where they at. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. That's where they at, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of times, with church and everything, people working on themselves. So, you get those pastors who, be trying to dick them down and all that kind of stuff. And then you got people who got, who working on their vices. So let's say
I'm dick them down.
Right. Because that's what I hate. A lot of times, you hear people say, I'm a big proponent of, everybody know I'm a big proponent of cannabis or whatever, pushing the cannabis law. But the thing is, I hate people who say, oh man, y'all need to quit smoking cannabis or whatever, But usually, this is just my own observation. Y'all let me know if y'all feel me. The motherfuckers I be knowing who don't smoke or who don't drink, they usually got another vice. It's called pussy. And them motherfuckers, I guarantee, like most of the dudes you be, like I think my thing is this: everybody got their own vice. It's just make sure your vice don't control you. Make sure you don't abuse it and it fuck up, your daily form of living. So I don't think there's nothing wrong if you want to smoke cannabis or whatever, and it's legal, and you know what I'm saying, and you still able to handle your business. Now, if it's taken away from you handling your business, I don't think you need to smoke it. But I hate when we get into this. Oh man, don't do that, don't do this, because like I know a bunch of brothers who don't smoke and drink, and they vice is pussy. So. I mean,
that's probably the worst vice.
To me, it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you going into bad decisions clear-headed.
Right. So, I think we all got vices. I think we all got things we got to work on. We all got things, you know what I'm saying, we want to, do better in, you know what I'm saying? But I just think like, especially in churches, a lot of times, I mean, I personally know family members and other people who, they like, oh, because I don't drink and smoke no more. But don't leave them around your girl. You know what I'm saying? Don't leave them around your girl because that's the thing they're working on. You know what I'm saying? That's their vice. So I just think that like I said, everybody got their vice. So apparently this couple. Right. Apparently this couple, that's their vice for sex. Now his wife was saying, damn, she finally realized they was on camera, like, what are you doing? Oh shoot. So I don't know if they're gonna get kicked out their church or not. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they married.
I mean, they married, but I believe they're Jewish. So, Jewish people are very strict on their
and she probably went down on these. She's like, you do not
right. They strict. Jewish people are very strict, and they're very serious about their religion. So, no disrespect or nothing like that. It's just they just very serious. So I wouldn't be surprised they got kicked out of their synagogue for that. You know what I'm saying? But even if they married, people probably looked at it like, that ain't a good look. But moving right along, man.
Going to church.
Oh,
everybody knows you was getting in.
Yeah, everybody looking at her different.
Wondering where part 2 at. Your shit was an arcade sex tape.
Where the B side.
Now another funny story. I got this lady right here. You are looking at. You're not gonna believe this. Y'all not gonna believe this at all. That's a woman. You said that's a woman.
You never know when the okey-doke coming from.
Hey, strong man face.
That's a woman. This woman is the new. This woman is the new administrative marketing director of Morehouse College, a white woman. Now check this out. Morehouse is beginning big backlash because they're the only all-black male college in the country. And a lot of people are pushing back about what they did. So the only all-male historically black university is under fire from some of its alumni after hiring a white woman to oversee the school's marketing and recruitment efforts. Now, how the fuck she go over market and recruit some brothers? Well, maybe she will, but anyway, one Morehouse man said hiring was an insult to the legacy of Morehouse. I kind of feel that way because when you look at Martin Luther King, Samuel Jackson, Denzel, all these people who went there, and basically, according to the press release, Morehouse College appointed Paula Resley as Chief Brand Officer and Vice President of Strategic Communications, Marketing, and Missions for the school. Resley has been hired to brand and message strategy as well as targeted recruitment and digital engagement, but graduates are not sure that she is the right person for the job. An anonymous alumni said the hire was an insult to the legacy of Morehouse and a blow to the brand. Another one said the heavy emphasis on women is an attack on male leadership and not appropriate for Morehouse. Another one said, just wondering how long before Morehouse ceases to recognize itself. 6 months? Let's take bets on how long before it's not about black men at all. If there are any Morehouse men who see what I see, they should speak up and stop pretending this is okay. The pushback found its way through the school's extensive and multi-generational grapevine, leaving some to ask, how could a white woman be the face of the school? You're telling me there were no highly qualified black women to fill that position? What a joke, one of the alumni says. A Morehouse brother remarked, it comes down to her position. One of a person who would be in some cases the outward recruiting and marketing face of the college, but she doesn't represent the population in any way. Others noted that while she has a dynamic career working at some major brands, some have looked at her resume and have seen that she doesn't have any higher education experience. This is a sister. Now, this sister said there's some hard eye rolling around Morehouse hiring Paula Rosie for a trumped up role in marketing and communications. Her race isn't my issue, the sister says. As someone who's been in HR and exec talent management for 20 years, I find her underqualified with tenure issues. So what do y'all think? So not only did they hire the white woman to take over Morehouse, she's underqualified for the job. So what do y'all feel about that?
I mean, it kind of.
See,
yeah, I mean,
I'm about to go get me a job.
Or somebody earmarked this lady a job. I mean, because she even got the job skills required to do the job well, or the experience, But I don't know. I really don't have. That's crazy.
I know. That's somebody's woman. That's somebody's woman right there. That's what it is. Now, I'll be honest, what I've been seeing lately, and I don't know if she's responsible, but there's been a lot of marketing for online schools by Morehouse.
Right.
And I don't know who they're trying to reach, because normally black colleges, they don't do that, but there's been a big outreach, and I've been seeing it on Facebook, mostly like historical black college, enroll, Morehouse, and all the above. So that might be a key thing that's going on. But I want to know, when I put my application in for my non-experience for a job, am I going to get hired? Because I'm going to do it next week.
I mean, exactly. I mean, I'm not knocking, because they said she, but the sister said this. You telling me ain't no other highly, black sisters that was highly, and this sister, like I said, she been in HR for 20 years. And she said she looked at the white lady's resume and said, actually, she's really underqualified for the position, because they said she has no higher education experience at all. She got experience working with brands, but not like colleges. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how can you recruit you white? How you gonna recruit some people for a black college and you white? Like I'm probably like, if I see that and I want to go to a historically black college, I'm gonna look at that and be like, I don't know what they own. You know what I'm saying? Like, and nothing wrong with getting the HBCUs in the future, because with COVID and everything going on, and a lot of colleges are going to online classes. You see that more and more. You can get in online schooling more. But I mean, I don't think that's right to. For one, it's the only historically all black male college in the country. So there's a legacy. Martin Luther King, Samuel Jackson, Denzel's son. We could go on and on and on and on, and of all the greats who went to Morehouse. So I think it is a strike at the legacy to have a white woman in charge. You know what I'm saying? That's still like some kind of like, hey boss, thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I want some lemonade. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? That's some
and the fact that she's underqualified.
Exactly.
Yeah. I see that lane for a new porn genre.
Like, how you gonna hire her and she underqualified? So all the sisters in Atlanta, it wasn't no sister or brother. Like, not even the brother. Like, it were no brothers that you could have got and put on. You know what I'm saying? There were no sisters. Even if you was like, okay, we want to do something new, have a sister in charge or something, you couldn't find all the educated sisters in Atlanta. It's a million colleges in Atlanta. Everybody know that. All them educated black sisters that's making millions of dollars and stuff. You couldn't find one. Like you said, I think somebody's sleeping with somebody, or somebody got hired, like, oh, that's my boo, so I'm gonna put her on where I'm at.
Put her on. Yeah,
I think that's a slap in the face, man. I'm not saying, just because she white, like I said, like the sister said, take the white out of it. She said, I'm just looking at her resume. She's underqualified. So,
I'm just saying, my application coming next week.
Exactly. Not qualified, you get the job at a black school. That's crazy, man. Another funny story that we go cover here is, oh man, here we go. Okay, I don't know if y'all heard this. There was some pushback here from I don't know if a lot of people into the gaming. There's a lot of, with Fortnite, there's a lot of there's a lot of intersectionality between racism in these Fortnite games and these little chat rooms and stuff. A lot of the races on 4chan, 8chan, Discord, that's a popular one, Discord. A lot of these kids are playing these games, and then you get a lot of racists on there that play games too. Where I want to tell y'all about a story. There's been this push for esports in the country. The esports community demands answers about it. There's a gamer, his name is Sin, S-I-N. He's a racist. After racist video goes viral, last week a competitive Fortnite player known as Sin came under fire for sharing a concerning video where he showed off his gun collection and threatened to use weapons on. It said use weapons on black people. I'm not gonna say the article say people of color, but there's no such thing as people of color. Black people. The weapons on black people. Because after this he said if there was a nigger outbreak, he would use his gun. So the community, the esports community wanted the Epic Games is the one who make Fortnite. So all the whole community, pushed Epic Games to take this dude off because he's like in a competition. So they say he should be disqualified because the rules say y'all don't tolerate racism. Y'all don't tolerate zero tolerance for racism, sexism, anything like that. And he's sitting there saying all kind of racist shit on there. He about to be in like a championship a championship round, but Epic Games ain't doing nothing. So a lot of the gamers are like, okay, Epic Games, y'all not. A lot of the black gamers are like, y'all ain't gonna do nothing to this motherfucker. So basically, Fortnite player, he qualified for the upcoming Fortnite Championship Series, leading many members of the esports community to publicly demand Epic Games ban him from the tournament and the game itself. For the comments he made, and that was right. He made the comments right after Buffalo. So 5 days later, the community is still unclear if Epic Games has made any actions to ban this dude named Sin. The Fortnite player has deleted his Twitter and hasn't been on social media because motherfuckers done got at his bitch ass. So the black Fortnite players have got at his ass and ran him off social media. But the thing is, they still mad with Epic Games, who makes the game Fortnite, because they didn't really do shit to him. So they're trying to make a push to ban, to go against Fortnite, a petition to ban Fortnite. What do y'all think about that?
Damn.
And it's not surprising they haven't taken any action. Just how they get, they use a lot of cultural references to make money to gain sales. And these artists who make the dances and the songs, they don't get paid for that. So the fact that they are kind of sitting on their hands on this instead of making a deliberate decision is kind of on brand for them.
Yeah. What you think about it? To see with
it's kind of slapping the faces. What made the game popular is the pop culture of the game, and what I mean by pop culture is basically, you already know
black
what that
culture.
means. Yeah. That's what they made it popular. And that would made them millions for them to actually not take any action. And I didn't even know you can get to a level to get money like that off the game. So
yeah, man. I mean, just another thing. Like I tell people all the time, be careful. Even my sons, be careful on them game sites because it'd be a lot of weird. There was an incident down here in North Carolina where it was a little white dude. He was playing the game Fortnite with some other kids somewhere else in Ohio, little white kids, and they got to talking shit back and forth. And they did the kids what they did back and forth. They was engaged in some kind of racial talk. Two white kids talking shit. I don't know if the one white kid was saying something racial, the other kid was like, "Man, you shouldn't say that." Sticking up, saying, "Hey, man, don't be saying no racist stuff on here." However, the little kid in Ohio who was racist, he swatted the other little boy down here. So what swatting is when they call up all the law enforcement to your house, they make a fake call. Yeah. And he almost got his now, mind you, the little kid down here, I'm not saying he wasn't racist either, because a lot of these little kids be doing passive aggressive racism on these little sites. Because he was on Discord. Once again, Discord is a site where a lot of racists like 8chan and 4chan hang out and talk. So what he did, the dude swatted him, and the boy in Ohio said that he was like, "Hey, I'm hiding in the closet. My brother just shot my dad, and he's walking around with a gun." So the police came out, busted the door down, and was like, "What's going on?" But the father was like, "Man, if I had, if I heard that and came downstairs with my gun, they would have killed me." You know what I'm saying? because they got a report of somebody walking around the house killing people with the gun. So he didn't, when he heard the door get busted in, he didn't pull out his gun. You know what I'm saying? He just came downstairs to see what it was. But the officer told him that if you would have came down here with this gun, we would have killed you. So definitely be careful, little black kids and parents of black children. Be careful with your kids on these sites, because with us, think about if people that did that to somebody black, they probably would be dead right now. You know what I'm saying? So be very careful. They see no gun. Right, exactly. And with us, like you said, they just feel threat. I was scared for my life. We ain't even got a gun on us, but then you see a dude with an AK-47 in Texas, and y'all scary as fuck. So to me, the police always been doing cowardly shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you kill unarmed black men, but then you got a dude who was straight killing people in the thing. Y'all scary to go in there and shit. And little kids getting killed. That's what you signed up for. You signed up to be a cop, to give your life to help the people, and then y'all motherfuckers sit around and act like y'all doing community service and don't want to even go in there. But I mean, just want to make the family aware of this swatting and I would say be cognizant of what sites your kids or apps your kids are using, because there are a lot of racists who use these sites and talk and like the Buffalo shooter, he was on Discord with 15 people, and then the Uvalde dude, he was on that Ubo and other sites, so definitely we got to be careful of these little websites and stuff, because that's where you hear a lot of anti-black rhetoric and like gay anti-whatever rhetoric. So you are whatever, a lot of them sit on them sites and spill a lot of stuff. So just definitely be careful, be cognizant of what your kids doing with these video games and who they talking to on these sites. And and let them know if you get into with somebody on there and they start calling you the N-word, or they coming at you or crazy, be careful, because they could do swatting. They could send all these cops to your house, they kick down the door and kill you, and you don't even know what's going on. So definitely be careful, family. All right, now, and well, this is this episode. Actually, we got a couple more stories before we kill this episode of the Weekend High. Actually, I apologize, y'all. Y'all like, damn, where you going? Don't go. But yeah, I got another story here that I do want to get out. I want to talk about you see the grave sites there. There was some gangs in Boston. This is go back to the disrespect. Gangs in Boston are vandalizing the gravestones of their enemies, and they even stealing them. With all the stuff, racist stuff going on in this country, I don't see how you could even be a gangbanger and want to be on some I'm gonna get this person back shit right now. Like, I feel like you should be like, man, let's truce it up for now. With all this stuff going on with us, man, we gotta have each other's back. But I think that's disrespectful as hell. They saying they smoking their enemies, and now they going to the grave sites of their enemies, stealing the headstones, consecrate, disrespecting it.
Yeah, bringing dishonor,
Yeah, man. So what do y'all think about that? Like, to me, I think that's sucker shit, man. Like you said, with all the racial stuff going on in the country, I think people got their priorities wrong. I'm not just picking on Boston, because other cities do it too, but that's the story. So what do y'all think about this?
That's just madness, man.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, man. Back here in the 80s, man, that was like the big thing out here to do. Like, go shoot up the funeral home and shoot the casket up. Like, there was a thing called "kill them twice." It was a real thing. Like, and that's why like there's used to be so many people at the cops at the funeral, because that was the thing. They would go in there and shoot the casket up. And this right here is like, how much headstones cost so much money. So it's like,
right,
you causing a lot of grief for the family, and they just feel like they can never heal. And even out here, they even go to the memorial and kick the candles over and write all over and put F this person. That's what they do out here. And that's just a big thing.
Someone's resting place.
Yeah, just disrespect, and it's stupid. And a lot of it is our generation's fault, and a little bit past our generation, but it's our fault.
Yeah, I feel you. It's disrespectful. What you think, Wayne?
I'm just wondering, like, if I was going out to see my mom and somebody pulling her damn shit down or busting it with a bat, that'd be a hard pill to swallow. I don't know if I would do anything, because I'll probably end up dead, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of them ones. I got nigga. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? We got.
Yeah.
You might have to die for this shit, nigga. You know that's my mom's. You know.
It would be her, man. If anybody, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
man. I think a lot of these. You're right. See that it is disrespect. It's coming from our end. Um, definitely comes from our end. That a lot of these kids wasn't raised with any kind of humility, any kind of any kind of just stand up shit. Like,
Well,
that's disrespectful as hell. I mean, like, okay, y'all got him, leave him, let the family have whatever they have to keep going back and disrespect. That's how like a lot of the bullshit in the hood be keeping up. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody feel like they just going back, and it's just a cycle. It just keep going on and on and on and on and on.
hey, I hate to sound like an old curmudgeon, man, but what's missing, man, is corporal punishment in the household.
Yeah,
Ain't nobody whooping their kids no more. I'm sure some old, standbys in our communities still whooping their kids. But you know what I'm saying? After, let's say, after the Agent Peterson thing, it was less of a household business decision to not whoop your kids and have the schools find out about it. And now we to that age to when, back then, 2013, now we almost 10 years later, and these kids don't know how to fucking act
facts.
because there's no consequence of physical pain to do with bad decision no more.
Yeah,
That's out there, but
missing father figures.
Yeah,
man. I think we kind of reversing that paradigm at the same time with this generation because
I think so.
Yeah, man. Because I grew up with my dad in the house. Now, dad was an oddity when I was little. Less of an oddity now. At least we got good daddies from a distance too.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we definitely got to get back to making sure the kids are straight and like teaching them respect, like teaching them respect other adults and things like that. That's what's lost in translation. And you know what I'm saying, there would be a time where you respect your neighbor just like you respect your own parents, like yes ma'am, no ma'am, and you know what I'm saying, say things like that. Oh, he's young man, can you help me with my garbage, or can you help me with the grocery bag? Yes ma'am. You would do things.
The student, yeah.
So yeah, we definitely got to get back to that, and that actually gonna go into a question I got after this. We're going to have one more article, and then we're gonna go into our roundtable section. So if y'all watching, sit back after this episode. We'll have our little roundtable right after this, and y'all check it out. It's coming up. But this sister here, last story I'm gonna dwell on before we get out here. Code switching. There was a sister. This sister right here. She was saying she was they were talking about online. It was like a bunch of people on social media that they love pulling out their white voice. Black woman says she intentionally sounds white in interviews, sparking code switching discussions. So a lot of people was tapping in on TikTok saying that, yeah, I got a code switch. To get the job, I got to sound white as hell on the phone. Hi, I'm Keith. Hey, hi. Sound white as hell so I can get the job. And she said when she going to the job, they always looking at her crazy, like, you the person we talked to on the phone? And then she's like, yeah. So what do y'all think about? That's something that most black people, a lot of white people, y'all probably don't understand, like code switching. What's that? That's where you have to sound white, basically, to get a job. You have to sound, and I'm not just talking about speaking proper English. You can speak proper English and all that, but a lot of times if jobs know you, they're like, oh man, he sounds black, I don't want to hire him. But if you come across, hi, hi, how are you? Then they're more likely they don't see you. They'll be like, well, he sound like he, you know what I'm saying? So she was saying that she had applied for a bunch of jobs and she did the code switching. And in the interviews, a lot of the interviews, I guess she didn't get, because when they saw what she actually looked like, they was like, oh, you're her? So what do y'all think? And that's something that most black people in this country got to do, is code switching, when you get a job. Like I said, a lot of the white fans or people who watch the show might not understand, but I know y'all probably thinking like, what, you guys have to do what? And I'm like, yeah, that's true. You can't just say, be like, and it's not about speaking, like I said, it's not about speaking proper English. You can talk proper English and they still like could tell, this dude black on the phone. So a lot of people was chiming in saying, yes, I have to switch my voice up to get jobs and interviews. That sister's name is Sarita Fonte. And she said she made a TikTok video about using a white name and a white voice prior to showing up for in-person interviews. So what do you think about that?
I hate that name for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I have a different voice in and out of work, but I'm never stifle who I am in the voice. I do have a business vocabulary, and then I have a after work vernacular, more or less.
Yeah.
I work in the office, and and I watch everybody because I'm the only black person in my office, and there's a few people that are from other countries, and I watch them code switch as well. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like they do all this to try and fit in. And even when I do it, I do it at work too. But when I'm on the phone, I can tell that I'm talking to somebody that's black. I drop my guard. And I can hear them dropping their guard too.
Brother. Yeah.
It just drops immediately.
Hey, have a good day, brothers. I mean, it could be as little as that, just to acknowledge and say, I see you out there doing your thing,
Yep. Yeah, that's just another reason I feel like this country needs an anti-black hate crime bill. I mean, think about that. I'm sure white people don't have to throw on if they get hired by a black person or a black company, like old girl from Morehouse. I'm sure she don't have to throw on a black scent. She probably can just be who she is and just everything cool. She even got the job underqualified. So it's like things we have to do that other people don't have to do. And that's when I hear people say, "Oh, racism don't exist no more." All this, I doubt that it does. It can be passive aggressive. Like a lot of times when people think racism, they think the Ku Klux Klan burning a cross on your front lawn, that constitutes racism. That's, for a black person, that's what it has to be for us to be taken seriously. But there's other forms of racism that are more passive aggressive, like saying, hey, how did you feel about the OJ trial, Keith? You know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, well, that's them trying to figure out where you stand on things. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that it's a shame that we got a code switch. It's in 2022, and we still got to act like the spook who sat by the door. You know what I'm saying? In this 2022 age, we in the future, we still got to be like that. You know what I'm saying?
You remember the Motisa tribe?
Yeah, exactly. Motisa tribe shit.
And this is why people didn't really want to go back to the office after the pandemic. Like a lot of people wanted to stay virtual.
Yeah, man. Just
the guard is down. Like I can't talk on to my people over the phone at work, the house speaking to you. It ain't gonna happen. I wouldn't even got the job. It was like, oh, this Negro's unprofessional.
Exactly. And I've talked about before how I took my picture down. Like they have a lot of the corporate offices have those team chats. And I noticed when I had my face on mine, people seeing I was black, there's like a difference. I ain't gonna say I got treated differently, but I could tell a lot of the things I was pushing through to get approved wouldn't get approved. The minute I took my face off of there, stuff be going through like it's nothing now. Because with my name look and everything, you would think I was a white guy. You know what I'm saying? People
that is true.
I don't put my face on stuff no more. I don't put nothing on, so I don't let people know who I am. Only time people see me is they do a chat with me. But other than that, they probably don't know, you know what I'm saying, who I am or what I am. And that's so sad that we got to do that in this day and age. So definitely, we need an anti-hate crime bill for black folks in this country. Please push for it. We got to push for it, y'all. It's a shame that sisters we got to get out here and acting like we not just to get a job, because people already got anti-black hate or racism, or even if it's passive aggressive. Passive aggressive means just not hiring your black ass. You know what I'm saying? That like, oh man, I don't want Tyrone.
Now
it's just not what we're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So
now on the comedy side of this, though, I want to see her every day.
Hell yeah.
You won't see her every day.
Oh hell no! I don't want to see her. Yeah, the sister is she's a sister.
Go into me.
She's a good sister, man.
Hi there, Kate. Mike.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Hey, that's my work husband. Come here.
Nah. Not the work husband. Not on the social side. Not on the social side. Not on the social side. that actually takes us into the ending of this. Make sure y'all like and subscribe this video. Another episode down. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below. Make sure you purchase a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Support the show. Donate. We take Cash App and all that. So definitely we appreciate your support. Even sharing, just sharing this on your page or whatever. We appreciate that. Like and subscribe, and we'll do that. But we're going to hit you back next week. Thank you so much for joining us. Weekend High. Check us out on Spotify. Check us out on Amazon. Check us out on iTunes, Deezer, and a bunch of your podcast listings, platforms. We're on iHeart Radio as well. So we just got approved for that. So we're going to be all over the place. So get with us, show some love, and thank you for joining us on this episode of the Weekend High podcast.
Take care.
All right. Okay, y'all. I'm still recording. We're going to do the second one. Okay. It'll be quick. This just the round table.
Hold on.
All right. Let me take this ugly girl down.
Crack pipe, Mike, don't smoke that dope.
Hell nah. All right. Y'all ready?
That nigga said, just say no, brother.
Hell nah. All right. Welcome back to the Weekend High podcast. B-sides. We ain't done a B-sides for y'all in a long time. We're going to basically take some notes off the regular show and kind of go into them. So thank y'all for joining us. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget to donate and support the show. Get your t-shirts. I know mine sweated out. I'm on the flu game. It's a flu game show. I'm doing my Jordan thing. Get your Stay On Cold t-shirts. Juneteenth is coming up. Happy Juneteenth shirts. Get that. And also get your Reparations Now shirt with Dr. Martin Luther King with the crown on it. So I'm going to put those links in below so you can go to check them out and see if you like those shirts. And give us some feedback if you want to order. Also, don't forget to order your Weekend High show t-shirt. So we still got those available. Go ahead and order those. We appreciate it. We're trying to get everything up to get monetized here. So we almost are on our way, y'all. Y'all been helping us along the way. We don't have much. Got another 1,000. We need another 1,000 subscribers.